there, it's Nathalie, and I'm working on some things for the wedding for my son and his fiance, and she wants some paper roses to go in her bouquet. So I have some pages from a Leaves of Gold book, and I've got just a styrofoam plate that I've used for a circle. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. These need to be kind of a little bit larger, and I can always cut them down. So I've got 3 pages stacked together, and mostly because I'm just kind of lazy. And with the pencil, I drew off the circle, and it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, I'm going to cut a little inside that pencil line. I'm cutting all 3 of these at the same time. So I've got that. I'll stick those. I'm not going to save those. And so I think because I want a good size flower, I'm going to cut in, just starting like this, and then cut in, make it about an inch spiral. This is not my design, and it's not original, and it's not new, but it's what she wanted, so that's what we're going to do. All right, and I need to see how that's kind of tipped off there. I'm going to round that off. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to separate them so I can do individuals. And I've got my glue gun. It's heating up. So I can do this without tearing the paper. And I decided to do this instead of vintage, really vintage paper, because the vintage paper is so fragile. This is going to be the middle of the flower. So I'm going to trim that off just a little bit and then curl this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work, and there's probably a ton of these videos on YouTube, but I just wanted to share, since I'm doing this, I might as well turn the camera on. So I'm working, this is the tight end, that's going to be in the middle of the flower. So that's the one that I really want to control the best. I haven't figured out how I'm going to attach this yet, but I will figure that out in a little bit, and I'll share that with you, to put it on a stem. So just keep twisting and twisting. Well, the first one of these I made, I was like, how in the world is that going to make a rose or a flower? All right, so this is going to be the base of it, and then I'm just going to open it up. Let me cut that in just a little bit further. There we go. And then just let it uncurl in your hand. Let it relax. I need to relax with the wedding coming up. I'm going to kind of coax this open a little bit more because I want it to be just a little bit fuller. All right, so I'm going to use some hot glue and this little part right here. I think this is hot. Then just make sure all of my parts are mashed down into that glue. There's one. I'm not going to make a whole bunch. It's not going to be a really large bouquet. Okay, I'm back. I have made 3 of these now, and so in order to incorporate them in the bouquet, I just kind of looked around them. Since I'm not a florist, I'm just looking at my stash of stuff. I had these little cone flowers from a different other project I did. So I'm going to pull the leaves off of this one. I've already cut 2. And I'm going to cut 1 more, so pull these leaves off. Okay, I've got my ice pick, and I'm going to poke through the center of this flower and through that hot glue that's at the bottom. Make sure that I don't poke my fingers. And then just support as I pull it out so I don't rumple up my flowers too much. And then I'm going to go back in from the back side just a little bit and just kind of waller that hole out just a little bit. And put my cut off stem through there and pull it all the way through, almost all the way through. So again, I'm going to be down, where I can just barely see it on the inside of there. It's not that I need to see it, it's just that it's in there. Turn it upside down. Hot glue around it to hold it in place. And let that cool. And so there are my 3 roses that are going to go into my son's fiance's bouquet. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.